Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington football team. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The Washington ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
A loss of 8.
A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
From midfield now, Haskins. He gets it to Thomas. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Washington.
Now Haskins on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
16 yards, a first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's another.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ryan Switzer, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Albert Rosas lining up for.
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A carry now for McKissick. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Gain of 11 on the play.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Barber, the Washington ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Washington first down.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Isaiah Simmons leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Haskins out of the gun, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff. That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? take whatever you want underneath by all means.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Murray now on first down. It's complete to Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still second down.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. First down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella. 28 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Second down, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims.
Haskins.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company.
And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Baker there on the coverage.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking to to throw again on second down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Made by Matt Ioannidis.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our student, we now proceed to the start of the second half. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
You better be afraid of me. Right there. Right there. 54 miles. Push him back. Push him back.
From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Open man is Switzer, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, no Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The praise of Isaiah Simmons, he can play anywhere. The knock, where do you play him? To me, play him everywhere, as we saw there, using that sub-4.4 speed to get a sack. He can cover receivers out of the backfield. He can run with tight ends downfield. This guy can do it all. He may be a positionless player, but he's also an impact player.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
1st and 10.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Haskins.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. From the gun, Haskins. And he's got room.
Get off the field.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Flushed out right. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll throw from the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Dontrell Inman.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw again. Haskins. No, he almost had it.
Haskins
Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Thomas has got it. Complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Gain of 7.
You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Haskins. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Complete to Dontrell.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
And a Washington 1st down.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll go again with McKissick. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims there to make the grab. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, I think Washington got it. Yes, they did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. We're under here. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We got 4. We got 4.
Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this.
Single.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
First and 10 at the
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down, and Thomas has it. Touchdown, Washington!
Haskins pass.
Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Arizona, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next.